What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I want to discuss Gervonta Tank Davis. It was a beautiful, beautiful display of punching power and skill. You know, um, I think the trainer's working really well with him, and I think he's ready. I think Tank Davis is ready to take on the challenge of Lomachenko now. And I know, how everyone gets after a good knockout. You know what I mean? After a performance, everyone jumps on the guy that just won, right? Or you've seen a massive knockout. So then everyone jumps on that guy's side. And then when the other guy fights, they jump on the other guy's side when they win. But this is a little different because, you know, I think Tank Davis is ready. I don't see him getting any better, you know, to fight Lomachenko. The only thing is, you want a guy that's at the top of his game. You know what I mean? And I think it's time for him to take on the challenge. It's like Takate, right? Be bold. And a lot of these fighters need to be bold. Don't try the strategic waiting game of letting a fighter get aged, and then a little too much over the hill, then you want to fight him. No, you want to fight him at his best. That just shows the true competitiveness of yourself. I mean, the true aspect, that's more, that shows more integrity. Waiting to a guy to get old. If you wait till Lomachenko gets 33, 34 years old, then you want to fight him after you knew he's missed a step, that wouldn't be cool, For those that don't know, Gervonta Davis took on Jesus Cuellar, and Cuellar had a decent record. He only had two losses. I think he was 28-2 and 21. Now he's, 28-3 and 21. But Argentinian fighter. They got some tough guys down there. Got some successful fighters from Argentina. But he wasn't prepared for the speed and the punching power, and from from Tank Davis, right? So, Tank showed some beautiful body punching. The body punches were the thing that really caught my eye. You know what I mean? Because most fighters that hurt a guy upstairs. And I think all of his punches, his headshots were hurting him, but I think the body punches really created, the knockdowns, and it was exciting to see, and it wasn't long, So the guy has punching power, he can fight, and I think he just needs to believe in himself, because one thing he does have against Lomachenko is a puncher's chance, and he does have a good punch. But if you learn anything about Lomachenko, the only way to beat him is just to outwork him. You're not going to outskill him. You can outwork him. And, kudos for Tank Davis. And I think he's ready. He's going to be ready, more ready now than he ever will be, I think. So it's time for him to take on that date, But congratulations to him, and his camp. And he did a good job and got that guy out of there. Now the next fight is Jermall Charlo at 160. He knocked out Centeno in 2 rounds. Hit him with a left hook on the inside of the guard. It was beautiful. I look at those Charlo brothers. I like the Charlos, because they remind me of offspring of Mr. T, Clubber Lang. You know what I mean? In Rocky 3. They're like these dudes that are hungry, but don't get their shot. But they're knocking everybody out. Both of them, So, Centeno he wasn't up for that power. I don't know his chin, but I know Jermall Charlo's hungry. He's young. He's tough. And he wants his shot, and you can tell, But God, he reminds me of Clubber Lang. Those guys are just, they're abrasive. They're abrasive guys. And a lot of times that rubs people the wrong way for them, for their abrasiveness. But I think it's just them just hungry to get in there and show. He calls out Triple G, of course, and I would like to see that fight, but not in the fall. Because if anybody that follows his channel, I've been saying, and I like Triple G. I think he's over the hill now. I think he's missed a step. I think he can still compete, because one thing about fighters like that, like the Klitschko's, the Eastern European fighters, they train effectively. Their conditioning is very good. You know what I mean? Look at Klitschko. He fought Anthony Joshua at 42. So not saying that Golovkin could not fight someone at 36, but, I wouldn't want to see that fight simply because if Jermall beats Golovkin, I wouldn't give him full credit for it now at this point in my career, because I can't give Canelo full credit if Canelo would have not tested positive and went in there and beat Golovkin, because he's already 36 years old. He fought him the first time and he was 35. So they were waiting. That's that strategic, process where, guys wait a guy out and then fight him when they feel, okay, he's missed a step or two. Let me fight him now. It's time to take him now. I don't like that, and I don't respect that. Anybody that watches this channel, they don't get any respect here for like that. So, no, I wouldn't really want to see that. The best time would be now when in this window of time, because logic tells you that he won't get the fight in September. Jermall Charlo won't get a fight with Golovkin in September. You know what I mean? Golovkin will probably try to chase Canelo, or go after Billy Joe Saunders in the fall. You know what I mean? And if he doesn't fight anyone else, if he fights anyone else, he's just wasting his time like Manny Pacquiao did. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. So, but Jermall Charlo got Centeno out of there 2 rounds, and that was a powerful display, and I think they should start taking him seriously. But I think for Jermall, I think guys need to understand that before you can get with these big guys, these big hitters, the champ, I think you got to knock out all these other guys. I think Jermall needs to take on Andrade. Get Andrade out of there if he can. And then you can call out the best. You know what I mean? Because by that time, it will be Canelo. When I hope Golovkin retires, right? When he fights Billy Joe Saunders, if he gets Billy Joe Saunders, because that's a whole nother topic. But if Golovkin fights Billy Joe, and he loses, Billy Joe is the type of person that he will pick every fight after that. He'll probably fight 3 or 4 times across the pond before anyone gets a crack of it over here. You know what I mean? He'll probably fight Chris Eubank Jr. again before he fights anyone that's credible like Canelo or something like that. So, but Jermall Charlo, it was a good display of knockout power. The Charlo should be, I think they should be taken more seriously than they are, because they are a known threat, to the middleweight and light middleweight divisions. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, yeah, you guys tell me what you think about these 2 fights. I covered Adrian Broner yesterday. Check out my video, and please subscribe. You guys been counterpunched. Peace.